What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Budget Banter.
I'm Finn.
And I'm Natasha.
And I'm Danny, and we're here with Charlee Burghart. Charlie, can you tell us about yourself?
My name's Charlie. I do cheer, gymnastics, softball, and color guard. That's pretty much it. I'm just involved in.
That's pretty much it. Is involved in everything, and that's just pretty much it, guys. Okay, so gymnastics won second at state this past
Yes,
weekend.
they had a big weekend. Can you tell us a little about that?
This weekend we went down to Newton. We left on Friday, and we went to Newton, and then I guess competed. We got second out of 8 teams there.
Nice.
What were you guys projected to get going in? What were you guys kind of thought you would be at, based off the earlier season?
Before we went in, we were ranked 4th out of everyone, and that's what we were consistently placing at meets. But we knew we were adding skills and everything, so we knew we had a chance of getting top 3 at least. But we didn't really know where we would stand with 2nd, 3rd, or 1st.
Can you kind of explain how a state meet ends up working with all the different events?
So how it is they have a set-up rotation to where one team will start on each event, and then they'll have all those 4 events running, and then once all 4 events are finished with everyone competing, you rotate into your next event. So the way we had it was we would have a bye, and then we would compete, and then we'd have a bye, and then we'd compete, then we'd have a bye, and then we'd compete, bye.
How long does it last?
We got there at 8:15, but the meet started at 10 and ended around 5-ish.
Damn.
So do all of you guys do all the different events?
No, we have 2 people doing the way we had it, we have 2 people doing all around, and then the other people did either 3 events, or I only do 1, Emily does 2, but we all just kind of we have 5 people on each event, but we have 2 people doing every event.
What events do you do?
I only do floor.
I see.
What were kind of the emotions of it, kind of ending your high school gymnastics career, getting second? How was that kind of cool for you?
It was just really exciting. Going in, I had the idea that we could do really well, and so that was just exciting. And when I competed my last routine, it didn't really hit me that it was my last one, but it was just getting second was just kind of a good ending, because in the past years we've not done too hot. I think my freshman and sophomore year we got last, and then last year we got 7th. So ending in second was really good.
So I'm gonna throw back a little bit. So a couple years ago, the gymnastics team was almost cut, and you were on the team at that point, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so did you guys have different coaches then?
Yeah, we had, I think, not completely different coaching staff. We have 3 coaches, 1 head, 2 assistant, and we had our head coach and one of our assistant coaches were different then.
Okay.
I've only had 1 coach be consistent all 4 years.
Okay, so you guys have and you guys so you guys have been through a lot, right?
Yeah.
Especially doing it with Free State and having to split it and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Can you kind of explain how shared practices go with the other team?
It's pretty much just we're one team. I mean, we all go and we don't practice. Well, last year we practiced at LHS, and it was our first time practicing on a school campus, because normally we had gone to Jayhawk Gymnastics or Rock Park. But it's kind of just when we go to Jayhawk, we both just go to that location, and then we just practice as normal. We're not really split up while we're there, between teams. So it's not really much different. I mean, we've all done gymnastics for so long that it doesn't really feel like we are separated between schools, and there's not much of a rivalry there.
You guys share a coach, right?
Yes, all of our coaches
I
are the
see.
same also. And so, I don't know, it doesn't really feel too it's just kind of we're all one team.
I see.
It's very cool.
So you have new coaches this year.
Oh yeah, we have a new head coach and a new assistant coach.
Okay. And this is the year you guys have so you said in the past you guys have placed 7th or last, and that was kind of rough for you guys.
Yeah.
So what do you think was different about this year's dynamic that set that apart?
I don't know if it was, a lot of it is just we've had more people came out this year. So we had more personnel. We didn't have very many people in past years, but our coaches just kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't say it was necessarily them in the best way possible, but we're also just I don't know, all of us had very high hopes for what we could do. Like after the first meet when we got first, we were just kind of like, oh, we don't suck. We have potential. And so then we all like kind of just tried harder. And it wasn't like as much of a joke anymore.
I see.
Do you guys think that like the like presence of seniors helped that? Because I know that you guys have several seniors this year.
Especially like leadership of captains and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say. Just because Ivory, the other captain, she's very driven.
So you're a captain and then Ivory.
Yes.
Okay.
She's very driven, and you can tell like she wants to be the best she could possibly be for her team and for her like herself. And so she was a lot of that. She pushed people to be everything like at their max potential. And so I would just feel like we all just kind of did that.
So you guys were all like you guys were all just kind of like on the same brainwave. You guys all wanted to do really good. There really wasn't anyone that was just like not like have different goals than you guys.
I wouldn't say on the varsity team we all had the same goals.
I
mean, a lot of us, there was a lot of moments where we just got tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, practicing every day, doing the same things over and over again. There's not, like, it's really easy to get tired of it or to just get bored of it. And with having a lot of seniors on our team, like 5 out of the 7 people are seniors. And so we get a little bit of senioritis when it comes to it. So there was a lot of moments where we would get tired of it and we just kind of had to keep each other in check.
Who's all on the team? The 7 people?
Our 7 people are Ivory Jones, Sophie Worth, Mira Kingery, Emily Brandt, me, Proppy Fowler, and Haley Belanger.
Nice. And that's just from Lawrence High, not
That's just
including
Lawrence
First Day.
You guys compete separately, but you just practice together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Can you kind of describe how like your like team like built up to state like with the playoffs? Because I don't really.
Like, how did you guys
Obviously, I don't
like
get how that
make it
works.
to state? What,
Yeah.
What had to happen for you guys to be able to go and compete at state? Does every team go? Do only certain teams go?
So there's 12 teams that do gymnastics, like that like compete with us, and the way they like figure out who goes to state is they will take your top 3 meets out of your season, like before you go to state, or I don't know if it's before league or what it is, but they take your top 3 meets, so your highest scores, and then I don't know if they just add them all together or if they like average it, and then they take whatever the top 8 scores were. But that's how we do it team-wise, but you can also qualify as an individual, like if your team isn't very good but you're scoring high enough. I don't know how the individual scores work, but you can like qualify as an individual, but then they'll take the top 8 teams.
Okay. So you guys have still gone to state every year as a team?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna ask something and it literally slipped my mind.
Yeah, mine slipped out on mine too. I had a good question.
Yeah, I did too.
Come on, guys.
I was gonna ask you. So with like gymnastics and stuff, was this kind of your like ending to it, like kind of your farewell to it? Are you is there any doing gymnastics later after high school? Or are you pretty much done with it?
No, I'm done. I didn't do gymnastics when I was little. I maybe did some toddler like mommy and me classes where I would tumble, but I was never like a competitive gymnast growing up. That like my sister always did it. I only joined freshman year because my mom was friends with the coach and I knew how to tumble from cheer, and so I'm not gonna continue my gymnastics career.
How much does cheerleading like translate to gymnastics?
Well, so I only do floor, so it's kind of just tumbling and dancing and jumps. So that's just kind of similar, I mean, for me. But if I were it doesn't really translate at all with the other events.
Yeah, because there's beam, bar, vault,
And floor.
and floor.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Good job. So you do cheer too. How long have you been doing that for? Like just high school, middle school, or?
I started competitive cheer in 5th grade. And so I did competitive cheer from 5th grade to 8th grade. And then starting when I went to high school, I did just high school cheer.
So I know you're in the band too, but like at a football game, like just all the stuff you do, how like hectic is that, having to jump all around and do stuff like that? Like, what's your show up and leave for a football game? Like, what do you all do on that time?
So I show up at cheer call time in my cheer uniform fully ready, and then I warm up with cheer, and then around
Is that earlier than color guard?
yeah, cheer call time is like normally around 5 or 5:15.
Okay.
And so I'll go there and I'll warm up with them, warm up on my stunts, my tumbling, and then around like 5:45 or 6ish, I go with the band and warm up with the band.
Mhm.
And then I stay with the band until we have the parade around the track. So then I parade around the track while I'm in my cheer uniform. And then we do pregame where we go on the field and then like we walk to the side and wait for the football players. While we walk to the side, I go and set my flag down and then I go out for tumble out. And so like that's when like the football players are running out and I tumble. And then after that, then I cheer first and second quarter. And then like 2 minutes before halftime, I go and I put my color guard top on and I grab my flag. And then I do halftime and then I'm cheer for the rest of it.
So you don't do any band at football games, right?
No, I don't play an instrument.
Wait, how are you in band then? Oh, because
'Cause
you
I'm in
color.
color,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, never mind. That makes sense. Sorry, I thought you were in
Danny?
band
Yeah,
too,
Danny,
because
what the
Emily's in
heck?
band. I just
No,
got
no, no.
confused. Never mind.
Do you think that like competitive cheer and like a normal like athletic sport like gymnastics are like super different in terms of like how you qualify and move through, or are they kind of similar?
Like competitive cheer and like high school gymnastics.
Yeah.
They're fairly similar. I mean, we're both like gymnastics and cheer, like sport wise, are not necessarily similar, but like the way it affects, like, I don't know, the way like each person is training is kind of similar. So I don't know. I mean, scores and obviously everything is different, and
Yeah.
like, but they're fairly similar.
So I know with like cheering at the high school, I think it's technically the longest sport like throughout, like it's because it's like multiple seasons. What is that like, having to kind of practice almost year round and cheer at different events from football, basketball, like assemblies and stuff like that?
It's a lot, but it's not bad. I mean, I pretty much do sports year round because of having gymnastics and cheer, and then cheer during the winter, and then softball during the spring. So for me, it's just kind of how my schedule has always been.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely a lot. I mean, I'm bouncing back and forth, and there's also like sometimes there's like weeks where like they overlap.
Yeah.
Like every year, I've had to like leave softball and go straight to cheer tryouts. But I don't know.
Yeah. So like, how do I word this?
You got this.
Bro, the part when Dylan bleeped
basically
out,
this
he
is
had the-
this is what
we are
I was
getting
gonna
better at
talk
the
about.
bleeping.
Is Danny mentioned that you guys practice year round?
Oh, I know
like,
what I was going to
you
ask.
guys.
Okay, I'll wait. This is ADHD overload today.
So you guys practice like year round. You guys are at every game. You guys are always, smiling and doing your thing in games. And I've always said this. I was like, you guys need more hype than you guys get, because the football team can look upset and they can like get like
Throw their
tired and stuff. And in basketball you can sweat and like, but you guys are always out there on the sideline like looking happy as bee, and it's literally like 20 degrees outside. I'm like, what are they doing?
How do you never stop smiling?
That's
what I've always wondered.
That's
I've
my
always
question
wondered that.
too.
Do you have an answer, honestly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we get yelled at if we're not like.
Okay.
Gotcha. Police state.
Good.
You gotta keep the positive energy.
Write this
I
down,
don't
superintendent.
know if you've seen our coach on the sidelines. He gets really excited.
Oh, the guy that's like running all around and like, yeah.
We don't get yelled at, but like we just kind of get told that we need to be excited
Mhm.
and that this is our job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should apply that to
Cool.
the football team too.
How
That's good.
they're down by 40. Let's go.
Let's go.
Come on.
But
I believe that
they're
we're
down by
rolling.
40 and they're
I
just like
believe
doing
that we're
dances
rolling.
on the side.
Yeah, we have problems where like we'll be losing by a lot and we'll just be like joking on the sideline.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you've ever seen me and Emily, but we're like dancing. We called the cheer in a country accent once. We
So
did
you guys
1,
just
2,
kinda
3
like-
dab on the sideline.
Yeah, I remember that. At the what game was
It
that?
was senior night.
Yeah, senior
Oh, we were
night.
down by a lot too. That's really funny. But so I was gonna ask, like, with cheering year round, do you guys practice every day, or is it like a couple days a week, or?
Normally we practice twice a week. In the month of November, we practice 3 times a week because we have Pack the House.
I gotcha.
So we have
yeah.
Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday practices in November, but mostly it's Monday, Wednesday.
So I'm just gonna start asking you about Pack the House. I know you guys kind of put the whole thing on. What all does that entail for you guys?
So we have like what we practice. We have a combo routine, so it's cheer and pom, and then we have a cheer only routine and a pom only routine. And then we also choreograph, like there's basketball does a dance, and like senior boys, senior girls, and like all the winter sports, they do a dance. And so we divide it between like our seniors and our juniors, and we'll choreograph them and we'll practice with those teams so they can learn it. And then we also, there's a lot of fundraising that goes out to it. So like we get like the baskets to hand out to people, or like the raffle. And so we go out to businesses and we ask if they would like to donate to us. And so we do all of that. And that's pretty much all we do.
Yeah, because I emceed it last year, and I was like, I just knew there was a lot to it, but I didn't know like what was happening. I was just told
I was just
told to
junior.
say things. Yeah.
Junior does it all.
Yeah, my junior's awesome. She came to Stuco this morning. Yeah, she's cool. All right.
Any other
Do we got
questions?
kind of like any like kind of closing thoughts? I have closing thoughts, but if you guys have anything about those
I have no
subjects.
thoughts. Personally.
Okay. That's
Never
true.
have.
Yeah, my brain's back on
You
now
never
after I
have thoughts?
asked her what I asked her, like a second after I asked it. But
That was like so telepathy of us.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, like I need
'Cause,
to
like,
ask her this question.
Meanwhile, I'm like,
okay, so like
Nothing
going
to
into
do.
like the future, right? I kind of like to ask this because a lot of us are like in high school, seniors in high school. Like, what are your plans for after high school? Do you plan on kind of doing any more sports, or kind of just focusing on college and maybe doing intramurals, or like are you just kind of like?
I'm still debating if I were to do any sport, I think it'd be cheer. I'm still debating because it's hard to cheer in college, because right now in high school I'm a back spot and that's what I enjoy doing. But that's because for our team I'm tall, but if I were to go to a college and do it, I'd be really short. So I'd either have to be a really short back spot or learn like bass again. So I'm still thinking about cheering. It kind of just depends where I want to go to school and like where I want to go to college. But I don't know what I want to like major in or where I'm going yet.
Do you have any ideas at all, like a couple colleges in mind, or?
I've applied to KU, K-State, and Nebraska.
That's actually
Nice.
that sounds a lot like me. I've
Yeah.
applied to KU, Nebraska, and Creighton.
Yeah. But I don't really know what I want to major in. Right now I'm just thinking psychology,
It's cool.
but I'm not too sure yet.
Nice.
All right, well, that's
Nice.
kind of a great wrap up.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Well, anything
No.
else?
All right.
Well, thank you for
yeah.
coming.
Thank you for coming on, Charlie.
You're so
Been great.
welcome.
Congratulations on your
Yeah,
second
congrats
date.
on
Second place to stay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a great way to end
third there.
it. Oh, I was gonna ask you. In all the pictures, you guys had like purple ribbons. What was that for? And like purple shirts. I was really confused because like.
Every year for state we do like a fun color, not
Okay,
necessarily
okay.
a fun color, but we just do like a different color, so it's more special. And so we did purple, and then we have red and black ribbons that we had like all throughout season, and then we tried pink ribbons, and then Mira said they were bad luck. So we made purple ribbons to match our shirt, and then the night before at state we did this manifestation in our hotel room with incense and crystals, and we brought out our Leos, our grips, and our bows, and we used incense over them,
This is
and then we
insane.
all sat in a circle and manifested that we would get top 3.
football, listen up.
This is what football needs to be doing.
Yo.
This is what
Listen-
football needs to be doing.
Yo, football
Coach.
Come manifest in my basement before the game.
Yeah.
Yo, let's go manifest.
Wow.
Why did you say that like it was
See,
a line?
that was like the highlight of my.
That's what I'm saying though. Like low key, like we could just like go out on my basketball court or something and just manifest.
Manifestation.
Yeah,
Get some
come to my
candles and
house,
shit.
Manifest
Oh.
a little.
Gotta bleep-
Maybe
gotta bleep
maybe
that
we'll
out.
need you to like manifest something for us too.
Yeah.
All right,
Manifest
well,
We've gotten good
pacemaker.
at
This
it.
is
No, yeah, we made like everyone like visualize their routines and everything. That's what we've been doing like all
That's
season.
genius.
We have
Yeah.
team bonding like every weekend also.
Aw.
Almost every weekend, but it's also just we're all just really good friends. But, like
Mm-hmm.
we went to Mira's Lake House one time. Like we like just hang out on Saturday nights, and like we made bows and everything.
That's cute.
It's fire. All right. Well,
We're gonna start manifesting. Okay,
yeah,
second
we
time
need to
clapping.
let's manifest the end of this episode. Which
Bars.
the bell's gonna ring soon.
Okay, well, the wrap up number 2. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah,
Congratulations on
congrats.
your second place at state.
All right.
Wish you the best of luck for college. I'm still gonna see you after this. This will not be the last time I see you, but
This is the last time I'll see you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on.
okay.
Pleasure. Can we do a dab on 3?
Yes.
All right,
One,
to end it.
2,
All right.
3.
This has been Budget and Banter episode 3. See you guys.